What is going on, guys? Spiffy here, coming back to you again with another episode of our series 101%ing Wizard 101 Solo. When we last left off, we finished our first of the three streets um, in Wizard City. We ended up taking down Achilles in Colossus Boulevard. And now we're moving on to our second. We'll quickly switch over to a new realm, just so it's a little less laggy and gives us a better uh, opportunity for everything to kind of stay solo and not
You say
get
this was
helped out with anything.
orchestrated by the former Death Professor? I thought he was dead. Well, all the other dead are back, so yeah, that makes sense. The whole city's a mess. The guard is completely overwhelmed. I hate to ask, but could you see if Private Quinn on FireCat Alley needs help?
So we're gonna head on over to
Crichton Avenue's been
FireCat
overrun by the
Alley.
undead. I don't have any guards left to try and deal with it either. You're not the first student.
Looks like they're gonna make us accept both quests.
A little while ago, and there was another named Grimwater. But none of them have come out, and I've got no word. Can you help me try to find them? Good luck, and above all, be careful.
Alright, so we'll change this quest over to the one in FireCat Alley. And we'll head all the way down here. Oops. Into FireCat Alley. FireCat Alley, I think, is maybe my favorite of the three streets, just aesthetic-wise. Triton Avenue is definitely up there as well. Colossus is pretty cool too, but I don't know. Maybe it's just because I spent so much time in Triton, and I don't know.
Oh,
I think it's just a
you're
very
that
cool-looking
unicorn
area.
hero wizard, aren't you? What? Sergeant Muldoon sent you? Woo! I need all the help I can get. This street is ablaze, wizard, and not in the way it's always ablaze. It's been completely consumed by anger and hostility and violence. The fire elves have gone insane. A gaggle of them even broke down the gate to the dark cave. Now the undead have spilled out into the street. I can't hold all these roving mobs of mayhem at bay alone. Please, wizard, can you drive the haunted minions back?
That we can do. I know the quest, or at least the kind of storyline behind the street has changed since its initial release, just with everything with the elves. But fortunately, I do not remember kind of going through all of those, going through the quest line again, because I kind of skipped through all the dialogue. But I also can't. I know I played through FireCat Alley at one point. I had to have, but I don't remember much of the initial dialogue. It looks like we didn't pull a ghoul here, so we're just gonna go the Willcast from our pet and Thunder Snake, I think. Nice, we didn't get a fizzle. Now we could one-hit him here, and it looks like we did. Look at that. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna quickly edit our deck as well, because I didn't do that after our fight with Achilles, just so we have a better chance of getting a ghoul. So we'll take these guys out. Now, I don't know if any of you are fellow football fans, but if you are, like in terms of NFL, I just ended up finishing and watching the Panthers Buccaneers game, the first one of the year, where the Panthers won, and I'm a Panthers fan, so that was a great game to watch. It was very nerve-wracking throughout the game as well, but it was a very fun game to watch. Let me know down below if any of you have watched that game, or if you are a football fan and who your favorite team is, and maybe if you have a Super Bowl prediction or anything like that as well.
Truce. We'll keep to this corner of the street, but we're not going back in the dark cave. It's spooky in there.
Let's make sure to get on the sidewalk. We don't want to get trapped in another fight like we did in Cyclops
The
Lane.
undead have promised not to venture any farther? It's not ideal, but after everything else that's happened here, I call that a win. It all started when the Fire Elves were rehearsing the song Recollection from FireCats, the musical. Everything was going fine, pitchy soprano solo aside, when one of the Fire Elves suddenly shot a tiny arrow at me. Then another elf joined in, then another. The animosity spread like wildfire. Now even the lawn decorations have risen up and gone all stabby. A wizard named Lizzo Firespitter was coaching the elves on singing before the trouble started. I saw them attack her. I wanted to help, but I simply had to secure this position. Now I'm the only thing standing between all this chaos and Old Town. Please, will you check on Lizzo?
That we can do. I believe Lizzo is a new character that was added too when they reworked the story for Firecat Alley. But yeah, let me know down below what your guys' favorite of the first 3 streets are. I don't know if I would. I feel like for me it's tied between Firecat Alley and Triton Avenue. I think Firecat Alley just has this cool aura around it, but there's just so much nostalgia for me in Triton Avenue.
This is no place for a newbie like you. Wait! You're the new kid who cleaned up Unicorn Way, aren't you? Well, I'm glad you're here now. Some fire elves attacked me and stole my spell book. The truth hurts, but I'm literally powerless without it. Could you get my spell book back? You will? Thanks. Just try to be gentle, okay? The fire elves aren't evil. Someone, something, has corrupted them.
All right. We'll have to collect some of these guys. I don't know when our first duo fight is either. Within the first, with like just in the regular streets, not including any of the bosses. So we'll go Death Trap and Ghoul here. It's gonna be our kind of go-to play for, I feel like, a while, until we get into some of those higher health fights, and until we get more spells as well. Alrighty, that is our first Fire Elf down. I wonder what level we are now. Level 7. It looks like we're almost halfway to level 8. I believe we get a new spell at level 8 too, but I'm not sure what it is. We'll just go with the regular ghoul here because we didn't pull any of the traps. Hopefully this one doesn't fizzle. Perfect.
Burnt out ends of smoky days. The stale cold smell of morning. Fire for fiddle.
You know, I've heard a lot of people complaining about the Fire Elves, saying that they're
Spellbook!
super
Thank
annoying.
You really are as talented as they say. However, we're gonna need more than talent to help the fire elves.
I don't find them too annoying, yet at least, but we'll see where we get to by the time we finish this street.
I have no idea what's causing my little friends to go cuckoo bananas like this, or how to help them. But I might know of someone who does. There's a rumor of a witch who was fired from Ravenwood that lives in hiding here on Firecat Alley. They say she turned a kid into a humongo frog. I think we can convince her to use her advanced magical prowess to help the fire elves. I might be too optimistic, but that's a human in me. The wizard in me is worried she's the one who caused all this. Either way, we need to find her. Perhaps one of the other denizens knows how. I saw Shellis Gruffheart cowering in a corner at the top of the hill instead of helping me while I was running for my life earlier. Oh well, go ask Shellis if he knows where the witch lives.
Believe Shellis is right up here, yeah.
Leave me alone! Oh, you're a wizard. Wait, you're not two fire elves in a wizard costume, are you? No? You promise? 'Cause I know ice magic. Okay, I believe you. Which is good, because I don't know a lick of ice magic. So, are you here to save me, magical child? Not quite. Fair enough. What do you want then? Do I know where the old witch is? I'm not sure. What I am sure of is that the bedeviled fire elves stole my strongbox. My entire month's earnings are in that box, wizard. You get my strongbox back. Wink, wink. And maybe I'll remember the answer to your question.
Alright, so we gotta fight a couple more elves. Ooh, these ones are quite a bit higher in terms of health. So we'll go Death Trap, Ghoul, and then Will Cast, I think. And that might still not be enough damage, but we'll see. No, it's definitely not going to be because it's 224, 45. So what we'll do is we'll just cast a Ghoul here and then kind of probably put on a 1-pip hit at the end. Alright, so it looks like... I'm going to risk it with an Ice Beetle, because I think there might be a boost on them. If not, hopefully we just kind of get a higher roll, as long as we don't roll low. Low roll is what I meant to say. Okay, we do get a boost. Up to 83, perfect. We got a treasure card. Come on, let me get in another one here. Alright, same game plan here. Alrighty, and then we'll do the same, the Frost Beetle, and hopefully we can one-hit them again. Perfect.
Fire for Fiddle, as he loves to tell. Fire for Fiddle, the fiend of the fell. Fire for Fiddle, fire for Fiddle.
There we go.
Thank
Wasn't
you.
letting us talk to him for a
Now
sec.
about your question. I can't say for certain she's a witch, but there's a peculiar hermit who lives down the way. She keeps her windows drawn, and there's often strange smoke billowing from her chimney. That's the best I can give you. Hope it helps.
Alrighty. Alrighty, it looks like that's her house. Oh, there is strange smoke coming from the chimney.
What? How dare you interrupt an old woman from her stories? Did Ambrose send you to banish me? Well, I'm not going without a fight. What's that? Corrupted fire elves? Murderous magma men? The undead have spilled from Dark Cave? They need the witch's help? First off, I'm 100% not that witch. Or any witch for that matter. I'm an alchemist. Secondly, this sounds like a city guard job. The guard is pinned down. Ugh, typical. All right then, I'll help. But I need to know exactly what we're dealing with here. Take this special vial and collect a sample of magma from those magma men you mentioned for me to analyze. We'll go from there.
Now we gotta go feed a magma man. I think their health is quite high, like the Fire Health Finder. 235, actually that's not as high as the Finders were. Perfect. Do we have to just click the one? Oh, we gotta get two. Okay, no biggie. Get some mana here. Oh, there we go. I'm interested to see how much longer this street is compared to Cyclops. I can't remember how long it took us to finish Cyclops. I believe it was about 46 minutes, maybe. But we'll definitely see how long it takes us to finish this one off. I believe we fight. It might just be the one boss, actually. I thought there might be two, but I could be wrong. Alrighty, and that's that one down.
Oh, that was quick. Phew! You smell like sulfur. Now, hand me the magma and I'll run a quick analysis on it. And done. Ah, looks like the root cause was a banshee's whale curse. Oh, and I recognize these melodic signatures. Bastilla Gravewind.
Oh, we definitely have to
Bastilla
go
was the
defeat
prima
her first.
donna of the Fire Globe Theater decades ago. She had a bitter relationship with the Fire Elves, especially fellow actors. During a performance of magic fire music, her elf co-star accidentally summoned actual fire magic, and that was the end of poor Bastilla. I'd heard that she had a thriving underworld theater career, but apparently she's decided to return with a vengeance. A banshee's whale curse works like an auditory virus. Rehearsals for that dreadful musical served as the perfect way to infect the masses. Thankfully, this particular whale seems to have no effect on humans, but we need to help the fire elves before their little brains melt. To reverse the curse, I'll need a Herkimer stone to record Bastilla's voice onto. Get one from the rotting fodder in Dark Cave.
All right. So we'll head back into the Dark Cave At least I think we were in the dark cave earlier. It might have been the haunted cave. I think there's a couple of them, but could be wrong nevertheless. Fortunately, there's no teleporters around us, but I believe there is one by Lizzo. We can use that to get to the front gate. Alright. Now we're a little closer. The crazy FireCat lady. That's a quest I remember from FireCat Alley. We'll definitely have to come back at some point to finish that one off. Let's see, let's get this wooden chest. Then we gotta defeat some rotting fodder. So it looks like we just need the one ghoul to defeat them. I know I had mentioned it before in the previous episode about doing the side quests. So I just wanted to kind of talk about that again in case you had any more ideas about it. Like, did you want me to continue to do the episodes?
Take our Herkimer stone. We'll dig up another to record our sickened beats upon.
Maybe they're rappers. But as I was saying about the side quests, were you wanting to have regular videos with them, kind of like how we're doing now? Did you want me to do a live stream? Did you want to have a more cut down video, kind of a bit more condensed, so it's just kind of quickly going through all the side quests? Or did you want me to just do them off camera? Feel free to let me know down in the comments what your kind of preference would be with the side quests, and then we can go from there. We might do a couple side quests after we finish off FireCat Alley before moving to Triton Avenue, but we'll see when the time comes.
Ah, good. This Herkimer stone should work nicely to record Bastilla's wail. I'll override whatever noise the rotting fodder had imbued it with.
They're
You
awesome
just
beats.
need to get Bastilla mad enough to let out a good shriek. Herkimer stones naturally capture the sound waves of the undead. I did a little reconnaissance while you were gone. Big surprise, Bastilla is in her old house, the Diva's Tower, down the street. Good luck.
Alright, we're going to set a location here because we're going to have to teleport back. And I kept forgetting to do that before we go fight Bastilla. I would like to maybe get some more mana before we go and do that fight. Oh, I might... Sorry guys for the delay, I had to take a quick pause. Something went a little wrong with my recording software, but nevertheless, here we are. Heading on over to Prima Donna's tower. I definitely think we could have took a teleporter here, but oh well. You win some and you lose some. We'll quickly collect this driftwood, and then I see a mana orb over here that we're gonna get. There we go. We'll get this wooden chest and the driftwood back here as well. Alright. So I'm not too sure. Can't remember what this fight is like. We'll maybe just put in an extra pixie and kind of call it there. Oh, we got a death boss.
I've been eagerly awaiting a review of the performance I gave for the Fire Elves. What? Are you not a fan? Well, Lallastar is. None of you wretched living creatures' opinions will matter once the Dark Master's plan is fulfilled. And there's nothing you can do about it.
So I think the plan is to take the fire elf here, because I'm gonna imagine that Bastilla has a resist. We'll maybe check that with a will cast from our pet, and then we'll just take a pass so we can ghoul onto the fire elf. She definitely does have a resistance. It looks like around 50% too. So we'll ghoul just like we talked about onto the fire elf. Ooh, that's a tough fizzle. That natural attack did quite a bit of damage. At least we are going first. So we can ghoul onto this fire elf, get some health back, and then it's just a one-on-one with us and Bastilla. Alrighty, so that takes us back up to 405. That pixie did quite a lot of damage. Must have high rolled. I think we'll start with a FireCat and then maybe go into a heal. Ooh! This is not looking good for us, guys. I still think we can pull out the win here. We're just kind of forced to heal now. All right. Now we'll go for an imp just to kind of get some damage onto her. Ooh, that trap's gonna hurt, especially if she hits us with a natural attack this next round. We'll go back with the FireCat. Alright, let's see. Hopefully it's just a pixie. Or a dark fairy, sorry, but that is kind of best case scenario to knock off that trap on us. Next up, we'll go with a Ghoulbat. We'll maybe go with the Death, the will cast. And oh, another fizzle. That's 3 fizzles in this fight. At least we got some damage onto her. We're building up quite a lot of pips. I think after this fight, we might want to go take a pit stop back into Ravenwood and look at training for another school. We'll go Bloodbat here again. Alright, now so she should only have about 80 health. If we got a Storm Snake, that might be pretty good for us. So let's see how many pips. She's sitting on 2 pips. She could hit us with a natural attack. think we gotta heal here. I think that's the safest play. I think that was definitely the right play too. Now we got 2 pips. I think we'll just do a will cast and a ghoul, and then that should be enough if we don't fizzle. Oh, the 4th fizzle. Guys, it's not looking good for us. Let's see what this takes her down to. 22 resist. Let's see, what is she down to? 62. I think I'm still gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go with the goal here. Okay, and hopefully this is enough. Perfect. Already, we narrowly scraped out of that one. Definitely the hardest fight so far for us.
How dare you upstage my comeback performance? It was going so well, too. I laughed. I cried. Oh, it was better than FIreCat's. Enjoy this day, whelp. For when you bear witness to Malister's malum opus, then you will be sorry. This entire wretched city will be sorry!
Alright, before we go talk to Greta, we're gonna quickly teleport back to Ravenwood and go train our other schools. So I'm thinking of going with Fire, at least to kind of start off with. We can buy back those training points. Just so we have some more spell diversity. Alrighty, so we got those trained. We're gonna take out the FireCat, and I think we'll leave 2 of the Fire Elves in there, and we'll take out a couple of these 1 pip hits as well that come with our wand.
Did you capture Bastilla's whale? Great!
That we
What's
did.
that? She warned there's still more to Malister's sinister plan? Wait, Malister's behind this? Malister? Drake? The Death Professor? I'd heard he blew himself up with the Death School after his sweet wife, Sylvia, passed. Truth be told, I'm not surprised. There was always a certain darkness about him. Sylvia was too good for that entire Drake family, if you ask me. Nonetheless, we still need to transmute Bastilla's whale into a cure for the Fire Elves. We'll just need a few things before we can get started. Unfortunately, the alchemical transmutation will require some equipment that I'm no longer privy to. One student turns himself into a humongo frog, and everyone wants the alchemy professor run out of town. Bartleby forbid Ambrose have my back. Anyhow, I can make do with crafting equipment. Here's a list of items to borrow from Gloria Crendel in Old Town. Just, don't mention my name.
Alright, so we'll head back up to her, and then it looks like we just got level 8s as well, so we'll definitely have to head back to, I want to say Duncan is his name?
You've gained greater
Marlin.
power, I see. Come find me if you want to know another spell.
So we'll definitely end up heading up to do that. I believe it's just the set shields that we get at level 8. Nice little wooden chest. Wonder how much gold we're at now. 600. Not a lot, but we can definitely sell some of the gear that we've come along with. I don't think I'm going to go buy some gear until we reach level 10. Uh, but we'll definitely go and do that once we hit level 10, and then we can sell off all of our other gear as well. Don't know how much we have that we don't use. It looks like about a page or two, but wouldn't be all tradable. That's the only thing. Oh, I walked right past her. Oops. There she is.
Hello, young wizard. How can I help you craft today? You'd like to borrow some crafting items. I suppose that's all right. Let's see your list. One large beaker, one crucible, 5 aludels, and a small athanor. Well, this is your lucky day. I just received a crate of those items. Of course, there are a few other items in the crate as well. Tell Greta she's welcome to them too. Call it an overdue parting gift. What? I can spot Greta's alchemy setup a mile away. Don't worry. Everybody knows she's been hiding on FireCat Alley. Oh, do say hello for me. You must be the new student
That's funny
I've
that she
heard
knew.
so much about. I can see by the gleam in your eye that you're bound for great things. I want to fashion you a proper set of magical robes. They'll help you on your journeys and look good too, if I do say so myself. But the gobblers ate all my supplies. I'll need you to get some more so I can make the robes for you. I'm sure you can do it easily. I'll need good cloth. Shawls from the haunted minions on Triton Avenue will serve nicely, along with fabric from Fire Elf hats in FireCat Alley. Finally, I'll need good leather. The belts the Cyclopes wear will be perfect. You can get some in Cyclops Alley. Go forth, young wizard.
Those actually do look like fairly good robes. But we'll see when we get to it, because if we do some side quests after FireCat
How
Alley,
did it go?
the level
You
10
got everything
stuff
on
in the
list?
bazaar might be
And
better.
Gloria says hello? Oh. Let's just get this done. Go set up the alchemy table over there. Ooh, that equipment is nice enough for an amateur like you to perform the transmutation. Go on, just place the Herkimer stone on the crucible. There we are. Now bring me the potion and let me check your work. Wow! A+ work here, young one. Good work. Now for the next part of the plan. The curative intonation potion will work similarly to the initial curse, so you'll need to administer it to an influential fire elf. Alakane Swift Arrow is the most famous fire elf actor alive. Once he's cured, just explain to him that it's up to him to pass the cure on to his people. You'll find Alakane in the Fire Globe Theater. I've imbued your wand with the curative potion. Now go give Alakane a good thwacking.
Alrighty, let's do it. Where is Alakane? You know, I thought he'd be a little farther away. Ugh! Oh, we just made it. I was worried we were going to get dragged into a fight there. I thought it would have been over there, because I know there's that little tower, but I think that is a side quest boss. This looks like the theater over here, though. Alright, I don't know how useful our new fire spells will be for this one, because I think Alakane and his minion are both fire, but let's see. Yes, they are. So what I might do
Fire for Friddle, the
is take
greatest
these back
magicians have
out.
something to learn. Fire for Friddle, Wizard City must burn.
So since we're getting rid of some of those fire spells, we'll add some of those back in. Alright, let's get her done. They start first. So we'll start off with a death trap on his minion. Then we'll do a will cast plus the ghoul. Alright, perfect. So we'll gain some health back. And then this should finish them off. Now, what is the play here? I think we just do Death Trap Ghoul, Death Trap Ghoul, and then we'll have to use a will cast in between. Our pet happiness is getting low though, so we'll definitely have to feed him after this fight. So let's get rid of some of these, clear up some space. Now we will cast and we ghoul. Ooh, Sunbird. It's our first time seeing this spell. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. But we'll get it done with this round here.
Lo, the dark resonance hath been driven from my brain. By the hand of this gentle wizard, I am again stark raving sane. How can I ever repay you? You say only I can deliver my people from the grip of this dreadful banshee's curse? But how? I am an actor. We are the opposite of people. The cure and my voice hath entwined? Then accept the role of hero I must, and I shall deliver a performance for the ages. To the streets!
Thank you, Alikane.
In the beginning, there was the Dragon Titan, an immortal being capable of burning an entire world, or rekindling a soul's lost spark. From the embers left in its wake, there came the race of dragons, who harnessed the power of fire to rule the land. As fire magic passed to younger races, dragons were pushed out of the fledgling worlds, seeking refuge neath the sleeping form of their ancestor. Their drake offspring formed alliances with roving human clans to rebel against their parents, ultimately establishing the Empire of Dragonspire.
Interesting. I know Dragonspire is, I believe, the fourth world, the last one in the original arc. I know there is a quest to read all those books. I'm not sure if that will kind of update that for us, since we haven't collected that quest yet. But we shall see when we get to that. I guess I can just teleport back to Greta, but let's get that chest first.
Well, did you fix this mess? Can I go back to my stories now? Finally! This whole ordeal has made me realize that I don't miss working with students as much as I'd previously thought. No offense. Run along then, dear. And if you would be so kind as to omit my name from your official reporting to the city guard, I'd appreciate it. Ta-ta!
I'm going to keep the boots that we currently have on. I'm not too worried about our health, and I think that resist will definitely be nice. Let's grab this reagent.
Great balls of fire! You're alive! When I didn't hear back from you, I just assumed... Well, I'm glad you weren't fricasseed. Did you find Lizzo? She's safe now? Whew! And a cure for the Fire Elves' madness is being administered as we speak? You're amazing! You should tell Sergeant Muldoon! And feel free to mention how I'm still bravely defending this position. If it comes up. Thanks, Wizard. I couldn't have done it without you.
Alrighty, so let's go have a chat with Sergeant Muldoon. Such a cool mount. I love this mount.
Hello again, young wizard. Do the smell of brimstone and burnt hair spell word from Firecat Alley? You helped quell an undead insurrection and cured a fire elf curse? Impressive! We're not out of the woods yet, but we're making headway.
Alrighty, so I think that is going to do it for today's episode. We're going to leave off there. I think in our next episode we might go and do a couple side quests before venturing off into the third and final of the main three streets, Triton Avenue. Now, as always, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And until next time, see ya.